Today I'm going to post my honest review of the Jura J8 Twin in white. It just came out a couple days ago, and I've been waiting quite a few months as it was international originally, and power adapters were required and no warranty. But this is a US variant and it's finally come in. I purchased this out of my own pocket, and I'm going to let you know if I'm keeping it or not. I'm upgrading from an E8 or a ENA8 unit that I purchased from Costco probably about 3 years ago, and it has about 4,000 cups already made on it. An amazing unit, very reliable, never had any issues with it. The reason why I actually upgraded to this unit is I wanted the dual grinders. I wanted to be able to put decaf in one and regular in the other. And I thought the screen was an awesome upgrade since it's a 3-panel panoramic screen. But we're going to see if that's actually worth it. So the pros of this unit: it holds a lot more beans, coffee beans, than my previous unit. The inside here, the drip tray and the grind tray or grind bin, it holds a lot more as well, so I'm emptying it less. The water tank is also holding a lot more water. I do have an autofill set up on this that I set up, and you can check out one of the videos I made on it on how to set it up. It also works for the ENA8 as well. Here's the ENA8 tank, and you would just take this spot here and open it up a little bit to put the autofill in. So what I like about the unit, like I said, is the two bean bins. Bean grinders. It keeps them separate. It's great for that, and as I stated, the other upgrades of being larger capacities. What I do not like about this unit is my normal cups. Let's grab a cup here. Normal cups is a standard 12-ounce cup. Here you have to place it underneath by going under the unit to put it here. So I could downgrade or downsize it to a 10-ounce if I wanted to, but my previous unit did not have this issue without getting caught. If it's a milk item, it has to go over to here, which is okay. It tells you most of the time. One time it didn't, and it started making the drink in the wrong spot. Another thing I don't care for, and this can go up and down, which is really nice, but once again, I liked having everything in one spot. The panoramic screen, you would think it would be really nice, high quality for $3,500. It's not. These panels are very, very low quality. They're not high resolution. They're not they're sensitive. They work, but they're not great. Just to give you a comparison, which is hard to see, but this is an iPad, older iPad. See how crisp the display is here. I don't know if it's going to come across. And then let's take a look at how crisp that is. I don't know if you can see the graininess in the image. Another thing is the milk. If you take a look here closely, sorry for the adjusting, see how it's coming out of the unit? Well, this is the sole Jura hose for it, and this thing comes out all the time. The plastic one doesn't, but it does not sit in here correctly. As soon as you take it out and you put that back in there, it instantly starts coming out of there. So very poor design on that. The other thing is the milk. You have an adjustment here. You can go here or here. But if you use either of them, it doesn't froth the milk correctly. I go to the middle here, and then the milk froths correctly like my old unit did. Another thing I don't really care for, I like the adjustments up here. If you really want to have some detailed setup and changing settings all the time, or dialing it in really well, that's nice, but I would have rather those internal, like they're more expensive unit, than having to adjust those each time. Another thing I do not like, well, I like this. This is kind of cool how it opens on both ways. But you have to take this water tank out to fill it. Reason being, See the electronics over here where the heat comes out? You do not want to be pouring a pitcher of water in there and accidentally dump it into there or overspill it, and that can happen. My old unit, it was separated. There was no issues with that. I would take a pitcher and fill this tank all the time by just taking the lid off and fill it with water. This one can't do that. Luckily, I know how to do an autofill on it for $50 and not have to worry about that. But that could be a potential issue right there. When it's making milk drinks, this unit, and we'll just throw something together real quick. Let me see, I'm gonna take the cup out. I wanna see if it'll do it. When it's making milk drinks, it makes a mess. It spills water all over, it throws milk everywhere. It doesn't, the drip tray area is not correct for this unit. See if it does it. So, throws water everywhere. This time it's getting the milk in there, it's not throwing it everywhere. But anytime it cleans itself, right after, once it cleans itself, it throws water everywhere and I have to keep cleaning it. Not fun. What's another issue with this? So on my old unit, used to be able to take apart all these little fittings and clean them really well. This is very closed, this unit, and I don't like that I can't clean it as well as the old unit. Every time you make one cup of milk product, the old unit did the same thing. It would tell you you have to clean it. Well, this unit, it takes 5 minutes to clean, and there's no reason for a $3,500 unit to need the milk portion of it cleaned every single time. And I do agree it needs to be sanitized or cleaned, but Jura really needs to come up with a solution that it auto cleans itself correctly and doesn't have this pop up every single time now. Clean milk system. Well, that's every single cup. It wants you to clean the milk system, which is 5 minutes. I'm not going to spend 5 minutes cleaning it every time I make a drink. So that's something that needs to be addressed. This needs to be addressed because that's ridiculous to have it all over the place. And like I said, in about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it's going to auto clean itself, which it still will say clean milk system, and make even more of a mess. I mean, there won't be water dripping down that at that point. What's the last thing? The interface, it's decent. I would rather just have one display. And I think having an option to where you can lock this in to be able to adjust your coffee each time and not have to click on that first and then click on this would make sense. These right here, if you have someone visiting, they're going to be like, well, what do those mean? They need to have a little more information on it, not be so skimpy. I mean, with the screen as size that it is, you might as well give them a little more information. So am I keeping this unit? Well, what does this unit do better? It has better capacities and it makes decaf coffee. What does this unit do worse? It makes a mess. The milk hose falls out and doesn't stay. I can solve that by not doing the metal upgraded one, but that skimpy plastic one just doesn't look nice. It doesn't froth the milk as nice unless you have that dial in the wrong spot, in the middle. And the other thing, that really gets me, which this is software. If you go under machine, the unit will sometimes tell you have to reconnect before you can make a drink. Well, you click on reconnect and you have to wait a long time. Why do I use a tablet screen? Because it's a simpler interface that's easy to use for guests or for people visiting compared to that panoramic screen. So ultimately, am I keeping this unit for $3,500 or go back to my ENA8 and just not deal with the decaf part of it? I'll just have to manually scoop it in, or I could buy a second unit and it would only cost me $1,600 compared to $3,500, and it's been tested, time tested, and it works perfect. No, I'm not keeping this unit. Honest review, it's beautiful looking, capacities are great, but there's some fatal flaws in this unit that just don't make any sense for the price point. If you want any other reviews done on any other coffee units, please let me know. I love Jura products, but this one just falls short. Thanks, and have a great day.